Alrighty, here we are. How y'all doing? Um, gonna do Hydra today. We got a bunch of stuff to do before that. Welcome in. Good morning. Let's get Raid on the screen. There we are. We got Sin Devil running in the background. Kind of got into a habit on maxing these out. You know, just to pick up that. I always need oils and essences, so it's just kind of a thing where I just go after it no matter what. We're gonna do Pelops, Wixwell, and Titus and Hydra. This is all in preparation for Chimera, which will be on Friday. I've pretty much got it to work. Like, well, I don't even need Pelops, but this team right here maxes out 2.14 billion in Demon Lord with a rare. And so my Chimera team is going to be Feral instead of Renegade. And then my Hydra team will have Feral and Pelops, which is what we're going to do today. I think I need to finish off Live Arena first, and we'll do some roster reviews if we have time. We're gonna do eventually get. I plan to stream for a long time today. We're supposed to do some a collab with Boylon this morning, and he's a tad under the weather, and so we rescheduled that. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. All right, I just want to make sure that. What else? I always just want to make sure I've got everything kind of good order. We'll do that also. Live Arena. Where are we at on Live Arena? Let's do that. All right, we need to get 4 more wins. Watching your early stream, it's the game that's more fun than more. Well, it's a different type of game. I think if you like PvE content, you can have a better experience in Raid Shadow Legends. If you like PvP, probably Marvel Strike Force, maybe. I think they have their advantages and disadvantages. Also, you know, Marvel's Marvel, right? I'm watching Zuzuki. Oh, yeah, that's a Zero Cool Gamer. Yeah, I put out some with Valley Flying, I think, last night. Yeah, I'm going to start trying to do more collabs. I forgot how much I like them. Plus, it keeps me from feeling like isolated an island. Not that I am, but let's see, let's just do 2. Yeah, keeps me connected. Yeah, I think there's a place for both for sure. I got my new camera setup coming, and also which is important because I'm gonna start doing more scenes like this. And I gotta probably have to set up my camera a little differently. Well, I expect that to be some frustration today. All right, we got 2 damage dealers, so we need a let's see, we need some control. We're gonna take out their Fabian. Undead God, how's it going? Yeah, all right, so we're gonna get rid of their Fabian. And they took out my Arbiter. All right, so we have a pretty balanced team. They're gonna have a hard time here. We've got 9-piece Merciless, 9-piece Mercurial on Hilvy and Predator. We've got Stone Skin, Lethal, And I've got nothing on Alice. Alice has garbage gear. But we're going to get a stun out of the gate. They're going to hate life. I'm going to ignore this gentleman over here and just try to delete as many of them as possible. And they're done. They're like, I'm out of here. Yeah. I love that I can run Sand Devil in the background while doing this. I love that. I got Sand Devil just popping off right now. All right, we're going to start off with Hilvy Fabian is kind of my main combo. There took Arbiter. And then all right, well they took 3 characters I normally would use. So we're going to do Predator Marius and then Theodosia for speed lead. How are you doing? We're going streaking through the quad. A 20 game. Oh my god. Are there quads in every college campus where that happens? Because I know the one that I worked at had one, and there were definitely like girls in the quad sunbathing topless, like almost always, and not like ones you want to look at typically. Not that matters, but you know what I mean. All right, this should be interesting. So I've got 3 supports and 1 damage dealer. Oh wow, they're kind of out of luck though. Yeah, they're gonna hate this. I'm gonna save that. And let's just do that. And this is Get Wrecked Nerds, right? Yeah, they can't like that at all. All right, well, we're blasting through it. All right, there's some energy for a quad. I don't know why they're called quads, but to me it was like it was a big square of grass that was surrounded by dorms, and it was monstrous. I mean, it was like the size of like 7 or 8 football fields, soccer fields at least. I mean, it was just monstrous. Like they could hold concerts there. In fact, I think they did. They would definitely do like graduations and stuff. It's just a monstrous grass area. As they call it a quad. I don't know. I don't really know. That's why I was asking. I don't really know. Someone said they were going to go streaking to the quad. I was like, is that a thing at all colleges that have an area called the quad? I don't know. Boy, everybody's on the Embrus kick, which is fine. Embrus is my 3rd pick. Given my choice, not because he's more important than Predator, it's just that everybody picks Embrus. So I kind of have I got an order that goes Hilvy, Predator, Embrus, Predator, well, Fabian's there, and it doesn't matter. And it's just it kind of changes depending. So they picked like 2 out of my starters, so I have to kind of pivot away. So like instead of Arbiter, I use Theodosia. Instead of Embrus, I use Marius. Yeah, so this is interesting. So we got 2 supports, 2 damage dealers. From old school, I know, but I oh yeah. All right. Well, we'll get some. Oh, they got to hate life there. They're going to hate life. You know what? Let's just be ultra mean today and ramp up the damage a little bit. Yeah, watch them. Watch this. They're going to get deleted right here. I'm very sure of it. Almost all of them. All right. Well, yeah, Predator's kind of bonkers. What's up, Ray's barbecue barbecue? How's everything? That's great. We're having a chill stream here this morning. Also, I changed the latency on YouTube. There were some issues with communicating people on YouTube, specifically when I was doing roster reviews for them, where it was just like really delayed. And I think that there was a setting on YouTube where I could change it, like you turn off closed captioning and have like ultra fast latency or some shit. And I think it's working a lot better. Will Ferrell and old school? Okay. Oh boy, I got a couple choices here. Let's do this. I'll let them have the arbiter. I don't really want to deal with was it Breeze Stevens Soccer Field where they have concerts at Queens of Stone Age and Weird Al the last year? Woo! AC/DC, that sounds amazing. All right, so we didn't win the term meter. We let them have. Well, we could lose this. Absolutely could lose this. We could lose this, or Predator could just delete everybody. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, get wrecked, nerds. Back at ya. Yeah, Predator's kind of dumb. I'm just gonna put that out there. Predator's dumb. Watch this. Yeah, like what are they gonna do here? What are they gonna do here? What are we gonna do here? Yeah, what are we gonna do here? Yeah, I mean, he's dumb. He really is. He just 1v5 that 1v4'd that team. I don't know what to tell you. I gotta do some losses now. Ooh. Does he really solo the faction wars? Are you talking what difficulty of faction wars are you talking about? Oh, normal, not hard. Yeah, because that's not my experience on hard. I was like, is this something I don't know about? Oh my god, right? Enjoy your free wins. I'm gonna next season. I think I'm gonna just start doing 10 and 10. I want to get the mythical. I'm finding that I'm getting through my daily activities much faster now because I've been streamlining some of my teams to be faster, things like that. I think that's gonna happen where I'm trying to get like 30-second hard dungeon times and stuff like that, and solo builds. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna be able to refine some of the routine activities in the game. All right. Let's see where we're at. I am running Sand Devil in the background, and I want to continue doing that. Sand Devil there. Let's go through my daily activities. Classic Arena, Demon Lord. We'll save that for the video. Let's go and do classic arena. Oh, we can't do that. Oh, that's right. I can only do oh, my brain is turned off. All right. Well, let's see here. I guess I need to shut that down for now. I'll let that run for a little bit longer. I wish I could play. There we go. All right. Well, what do we get here? Is this gonna send over? It's like I event at some point in the stream, I'll probably, like, when I'm wrapping things up or start doing review, I'm just gonna put this on auto for a while. Let's do regular arena. Embrist also does not suck. Yeah. Holy moly. A predator is so dumb. Oh my god. It's so dumb. Is Seeker worth a 7-star? Yeah, because then you can put Crushing Rend on her. I have her at a 6-star. You're talking about the I get Seer and Seeker mixed up. Hold on. Hold on. I think I gave you a bad suggestion. I get Seeker and Seer. One of them yes, one of them no. Seer is worth the 6-star. Because then you can do Crushing Rend on her. Seeker, I don't know. Crushing Rend really is only useful at a 6-star. I don't recommend it at 5 or lower. And Seer at 6 stars is great. Seeker, I don't know. Seeker just is like a clan boss support, right? Yeah, yeah. Seer is the one for 6. Oh, Seeker. I never used Seeker, but I know Seeker was like a commonly used in clan boss teams. Like almost like every time I got into somebody's account, like so I've taken over like Cats and Duelim's accounts for like weeks at a time, right? And it's like, all right, do I upgrade like Taragi or Seeker to get the job done? And I always end up finding a better solution, but Seeker was always on the list of clan boss enablers. All right, and Seeker for faction wars, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's it's like a very useful character. Absolute 100%. Yeah, the faction wars. You got to make use of those quality support epics. quality support epics are kind of the backbone of the early game. And getting through PvE content, not even early, just like most of the PvE content, you kind of depend on those. Uh-oh. See how this goes. Oh, we're gonna have a problem. Oh, we died. Wow, we died. All right. I'm curious. Huh. I'm gonna come back to that team with Arbiter lead and see if it plays out differently. Oh, worth the 6-star? Wait a minute, wait a minute. I didn't understand your question. I thought you were talking about a red star. Yes, absolutely worth a 6-star. My apologies. I didn't understand your question. Is Seeker worth a 6-star? Yes. I thought you were talking about the 6 red. That's a different question. I think any useful support, epic support can go to 6-star. Seeker's absolutely one of them. I didn't understand your question. I'm sorry. Yeah, and if you're going to want to, like, one key clan boss or whatever, you're going to have to. Oh, boy. Wow, how many turns do they get? Am I going to be able to pull this around or not? There we go. There we go. Delete everybody. We need Predator to delete the whole team right here. Watch. If he can never take a turn. I mean, I feel like we could loop here at some point if we can get. I mean, if Hilvy is not going away, and my Predator is just getting stronger and stronger every time somebody's revived. Yeah, there we go. I feel like as far as the battle of attrition here, Predator is going to win because they're not getting their max health back. He's destroying max health. He's also getting stronger every time because he's got that harvest mastery. So, like, yeah, Marichka is going to bring him back. Also, Empress can perma kill. Yeah, here we go. And also, my Empress is getting stronger over time with his damage output. Yeah, and then and then Predator has a perma kill too. I mean, as long as I don't lose. Oh yeah, that's permadeath. As long as I don't lose like my Hilvy, which I could, absolutely. She's permadead. Oh yeah, where we just got Marius. All right. Oh, don't delete my team. There we go. All right. Boomers, bastards. Oh my god. No, okay. So I've started 3 clans in Raid, and whenever I start a new account, I start a new clan, and then I was like, I turned over leadership, and I think to Obijib, and then I had to leave because I couldn't play the account anymore, right? And then they just they changed the name of the class to Boomers Bastards because I abandoned them. Then I rejoined them, and then I dipped out again. I don't know. It's just like. But my main clan is called 1ATB. I am the best. I am the best. No boomer. Yeah, so this one's been here for a while. Yeah. I haven't looked at this. One day. Yeah, we're pretty active. All right. Let's do some of this before we go into Hydra. All right, what do we got? Lizardman. All right, let's look at my lizards real quick. I got a spreadsheet somewhere. Let's see. I got to pull my Google Sheets. Hmm. Oh no, there's a Google Docs. What did I do to it? No, it was a Google Sheets. Boomer, boomer, boomer. Did I not save it? Hmm. Oh, there it is. Untitled spreadsheet. Open. Need to name this. All right, let's see. Do we have lizards on here? Lizard, man. Let's see. We are on 19. How many of the current events are really worth doing? It depends on where you are in the game. Specifically for where my account is, I generally will do and gem all of these Sand Devil. Now I'm going for, like, I skipped this one, the Soul Chase tournament. This feels like a trap. Skip. Spider turn attack. I would never do that, but I need these Titan points. Titan points is for the 5 red Empress. Don't really have. Just got to do it, right? I mean, that's not an event I would normally would run. If I mean, I would avoid it at all costs normally. All right, we're gonna run that team there. Yeah, it's just not what I would run. The silver farm, yeah, I normally wouldn't do that though. That's not something I would do. But I'm doing it for the Titan points, so it's the bigger picture, right? And I feel like it's kind of, but in general, I go out of my way to do these Sand Devil events because it's really what pushes my gear forward at this point. Donatello, Predator, Pythion, Razin, Aox. All right, I'm going to clean. I just want to clean these guys up a little bit. Champions. I haven't, it's like I'm not gonna go crazy. You know what? While I'm gonna clean these up for a little bit. While I'm cleaning them up, I'm gonna run Sand Devil in the background. Yeah, when you get 25, just wait until you get Empress. Empress is gonna be what's gonna turn that on for you. This is not gonna come back positive. Yeah, but as far as no-brainer events when they come around, so the classic arena takedowns. There's no reason to not do that. Champion training tournaments. That's just about saving, your brews and using them then. Silver. It's about gear enhancements. Save your silver until there's a gear enhancement. In 18 hours, there's a champion training tournament. This is when you spend the resources that get you points on that. It's just about doing it when you get there. Let's see here. +4 speed. All right, we're gonna leave Donatello alone. Donatello is fine. Champions. Let's do Predator. 2% more damage. At the expensive, wait a minute. Expensive speed. No, I need the speed. 2% more damage is not worth 4 speed. Well, let's take a look at it. Well, maybe it is. Well, it depends on what this procs, right? Oh, it's the crit damage. None of these. Well, let's see. Well, this is not compelling. I'll leave that alone. All right, we're leaving Predator alone. Let's see. Let's go to Pythion. We spell this guy with a Y. Yeah. Configure. Optimize. Start. 3 speed. Where are we going to get the 3 speed? All right, we're going to switch out this one piece. Okay, let's do it. I recently made Pythian quite a bit worse by swapping this out. Perch Shadow. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, let's see. Before we do that, let's put in, let's see if there's any relics worth. No. Hmm. Boy, none of these are useful. All right. Might as well put it on there. And then what do we got? We got Aox and Razin. We use Aox pretty regularly. Hmm. Like that one. Okay. Aox looks good. All right, let's put some gear on you, champions. Aox. No, we got what, immortal regeneration on him? I think that's good. Let's keep that going. I think that's fun. Ox. I've been trying to. Well, look at this, man. This is not upgraded at all. Holy moly. So there's a lot of. I haven't looked at Aox in a minute, in a long minute. In some weird way, I feel like Spider Hard is faster, maybe a little bit easier. It's just a different different match than Spider Normal. I don't know why Spider Normal seems harder. 2 months for members. There you go. I haven't looked at Aox's stats in a long time. I wonder if this is going to be an improvement. I mean, I could improve what he has there. I'm going to make sure that my, yeah, that's still running in the background. Aox is great in faction. Oh, yeah, this is better. Okay, so we got some improvements, some small improvements. Let's see, let's take that to 12. That doesn't help. Okay, let's take a look at that. Send. We're just going to take these all up by 2. Wow, that's no good. Well, there you go. Wow, they just like attack this morning. Well, that's awful. He doesn't need attack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just play with this stuff. All right. Any of these pieces of gear worth taking up? Very strong, legendary, godlike. All right. So this is a good piece of gear, apparently. He doesn't need that. All right. Well, I think I'm going to back off of this from going crazy anyways. Kind of a bad piece. Let's not even go there. All right. And then we have one more nerd to work on. Before we do that, let's shut this down so that we're not waiting around. Since of unlocking Arbiter or getting attack time more or classic arena. Yeah, they're. Oh, well, look at that. Well, okay, champ. I must not have this guy locked. All right, Razin. Oh, he is locked. All right, he must have had a piece of gear on that I needed somewhere else. Pretty importantly, Talon. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see where this lands. Looks like solid pieces there now. Empress is so good, but once you get Empress ready to go, then um, save your books for his second form, and then hopefully you're getting the red stars here now, at least a 3 red, right? Probably already got the 1 red, but maybe you got the 3 red. That's the reason why to do the events, get the 3 red. And when you get Empress, you can do a Stone Skin, Savage, or Lethal build. And, as long as you have the gear, you can probably solo Sand Devil. That's what I use in Sand Devil's Empress. All right. 45 speed. Okay. All right, let's take everything to 12. Let's do, I have an abundance of this right now. Just upgrade these up to by 2. Not even really care what I get. Just throw it on there. HP, okay. Crit damage, woohoo! See if we get crit chance, crit attack. I use him in Faction Wars, and then I also use him in Iron Twins. He just is a part of an old team, really. All right, now which ones of these are good? This is a good piece of gear. This is a good piece of gear. Good piece of gear. Okay. That's good. All right. I'm kind of out of resources, so we're gonna leave the rest of it alone. But yeah. Is it a Celsius? No, this is Celsius are good. This one's a monster. All right, background complete. All right, let's go into the crypt. We're gonna try to do 19. Apparently, Aox is better here than Venomage. Yeah, you can get those Celsius on Amazon. I don't know if you're in the States or not. All right, well, let's start this over. Why does it? For the life of me, I cannot understand why the fastest character on your team, Donatello, will open with the cooldown decrease skill and just ruin everything for the rest of the team. Give the team some turn meter, let them do their things for a minute. Oh my god. So you're the nerd. Oh, wow. Go away. All right, so now we need to get the cooldowns ready to go. Red Bull? Is he going to revive the whole team? My god, he does. Do I not have enough accuracy on him? Oh my god. Oh my god. Having a little miniature heart attack there. I believe I need to get the cooldowns on him all set up. Kaja cannot have her cooldowns decreased, right? This guy's gonna be a dummy. Oh wait, this works. Yeah, that works. That works because works. Hang in there, hang in there. That's no fun. All right. Well, let's just go after Kaja, I guess. That's good, right? There we go. There we go. Do your thing, chicken wing. Oh, Donatello's passive just procced right there. Goodbye. Really? Where they just did a video about that? All right, no better. When did they? That's actually super cool. Oh my god, we're never gonna get through. We gotta get through. We got all the. We're not doing enough damage. All right, let's do it this way. That's interesting. Oh, debuff blocked. All right, there you go. Boozer. All right. Well, we'll have to make a video because that is that is huge, right? She gonna revive the whole team right now? We're getting through this actually pretty well. Well, because we've been killing him with Predator. All right, let's do that. Oh, that's not good. Is it a quick battle or multi-battle? Yeah, quick battle or multi-battle? I guess that is different, right? Or is it that you can run in the background? It's a background running thing, right? Oh my god. This is never gonna end. All right, now we're gonna have some fun. No, I did the ultimate. What the hell? Oh god. I need to heal. All right. Well, this is just going to be annoying. What this is. But this guy not doing his. All right. Let's just go after the Arbiter, I guess. Oh my God! Look at all these ridiculous amount of buffs. All right. Hmm. That's what we need there. Oh my God! I clicked it. Oh my God! And then we lost our reviver. Hmm. Oh no! I want to do. Yeah. I'm gonna do it a little differently. I'm going to do it a little differently because this is a little too annoying. We're just going to target him and just see how it goes. Background Doom Tower is kind of a big deal. Let's go to Reddit and look at it. Oh, you need to look at today's post, not. All right, go only. Oh, are they targeting anybody other than him? I mean, they're going to revive, but that's fine, right? I mean, if I can get through him, he's the annoying one, right? Him, then her. Oh my God. All right. We're going to do this because I want to save the cooldowns. Oh my God, it's not ready. Now we're in trouble, bro. Oh my god, the UI is so annoying sometimes. All right, we're gonna focus on. Just let this run in the background. Let's read the update. Handful of quality updates. Treasure tickets are a new addition of player points. Respective tab, your bastion. Each ticket will give you a single reward. Randomly chosen from a larger pool. Silver and gold. Once every 2, you get a free roll. Additionally, 1 silver ticket reward every 24 hours of following. Player and play in game shop, official store. Okay, so they're trying to drive business to anything other than Google and iTunes. Gear auto equip. What? Background auto climb. Oh my god. You'll be able to filter gear by its level or ascension level. Oh. All right. That's kind of a big deal. Send that to Cat. I'm glad that I'm doing this, but this is kind of tedious in my opinion right now. And this guy just dies constantly. Holy moly. It's cool. He revived himself. So, I mean, am I just chipping away at the max health slowly with Predator? Yeah, I know, right? I don't want to manual it. I'm kind of... I lose interest after a minute. So I'm just going to target the Kaja and just see how it goes. Why are they going all in on Pythian? That's wild to me. Wow. It's just there. I thought there was enough sustain here, but still. That's always a bad day. Boy, they are laser focusing on Donatello. How come I'm not going after Kaja? Oh my god. Why did, after all of that, it targeting going off of Kaja, right? All right, get wrecked, right? All right, now we got to slow this down a little bit. Not what I want at all. That's all bad. Start the match off with everybody taking 19 turns in front of you is not a good time. All right, this stage is a bust. We're giving up on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this in the background. Oh, I wonder if I could sim 18. Kind of lost interest in it, frankly. All right, well, we'll come back to it later because I've just completely lost interest in that. It's just like, oh my God. Give me a specific example, Jamie. I'm going to open this on Friday. Really? Congratulations. That's wild. But Visa event quest first. Yeah. I agree. All right, let's do Hydra. I want to set up my Hydra teams. Um, I want to delete all my old teams. The first team we're going to do is Feral, followed up by Titus, Wixwell, Donatello, Mad Hatter, and Pelops. We want this up as much as possible. Titus, never use this. Wixwell always use his shield thing. Donatello is interesting. We want this to be the opener, but we want this to be the priority. Hatter, we always want to do the buff extension. That's a priority. Pelops, let's just do it. I don't know actually what to do there. I just want to see how this works in the base stage before we make a video. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, that is kind of what I wanted to do, but... All right, well, that is the video. All right. All right, let's go team 2. Team 2 is going to be Packmaster. And then we want Throat Ripper. And then we want Lydia. Mithrala. And then Ashnar. Ish. No, what's that guy's name? The most powerful combo in Raid Chamberlain. The The most powerful combo in Raid Shadow Legends when it comes to damage inside of any of the 3 clan bosses is going to be one involving Titus and some sort of shield grower. Most commonly, that's going to be Wixwell. And today we're going to go and do that in Hydra in preparation for Friday when I will be doing this in Chimera. Now, this is very strong. I'm just going to give you an example of what it can do inside of Demon Lord. So like right here, you can see that the max damage possible in Demon Lord is actually 2.14 billion. Actually, the damage amount was much higher than that. And I'm doing this right here with a rare because I want to not have to worry about that annoying clan quest. And we're going to talk about why this works. And then we're also going to talk about what Pelops can do for this team. And we're going to go into Hydra and do that. Now, we should be able to get the max damage right here and max amount of turns. And it should be 2.14 billion damage. You can see that he actually did more than 2.14 billion damage. That is the cap. And we satisfied the clan for using a rare. Now, if you've not done so already, click the link in the description. You're going to start off your journey with Tholen. And these 3 amazing support champions. You also can use promo code WRATH for Podrig, or you can use promo code RAID7 and you can get Pelops, who we're going to use quite a bit in this video. I think Pelops is a good option as a first account time when you're starting playing the game. Now, if you don't have Tholen right when you get through the tutorial and then you put in the promo code to get you should have 2 legendaries. Shoot me an email. That's probably because you're an existing raid player using a phone. The easiest way to do it is on the PC client. If you don't have access to PC client, you can send me an email and I'll help you out with that. So before we go into Hydra and test that out, let me give a brief explanation as to why this works and some of the pitfalls and the way to get it. We're going to start off with Titus, and Titus is going to be the damage dealer on the team. And when we're in battle, his 3 skills, we're not going to use this one at all. We're just not going to use it. We're going to turn that off, and we're going to focus on this one right here. And the reason why that this is going to be so important is that this does damage based off of shield. Attacks one enemy. This attack will always critical if this champion is under shield buff. So tip number 1, he needs 0 crit rate. That makes it a lot easier to mod him. This attack also gains a damage boost equal to the percentage difference between this champion's max HP and the value of the shield buffs on them. So we're going to try to get all kinds of shield buffs on him. And this also means we want his HP to be as low as possible. So far when we're talking about modding him, we don't need crit chance. We do want crit damage, but we don't want crit chance. And we want his HP to be as low as possible. We're going to keep going. So this is going to be where all the damage is going to come. And we're going to go and do this. This is how we're getting billions of damage, is from this ability right here. Well, how do we get the shields as high as possible? Well, we'll come to that because that's what's going to happen with Wixwell. And there's another character that'll do it, Brogni. I don't have Brogni, but Wixwell. And as far as gearing, what are we trying to do here? He doesn't need to be fast. Some people actually even run a slower Titus, slower than 200. That's right. We don't need crit rate on it. If I can, it's a waste. This is what I got. We want as crit damage as possible, and we're gonna need some resistance, which we're also going to be using Feral to solve that problem. But specifically in Chimera, without a character like Feral, probably this number needs to be closer to 550. And I don't even know if 350 is going to be enough, but I did some calculations on the Chimera Viper form using Feral lead with the Feral's buffs. 300 should be okay, but we're going to find out. Typically, people are trying to push 350. And I'm also going to give an explanation where I'm at a severe disadvantage over in-game players. And that has to do with the clan hall things. And this is where the problem in Chimera, not so much in Hydra. So Hydra is going to be a test for Chimera. And then so we got lots of damage, not there. And then we want the defense to be high as possible. If the attack is a dead stat, if I could get his attack to 6,000, you know what I mean? But the problem is that resistance is kind of a problem. I'm using Cat's Gaze, one of the better damage dealers in the game. And where I'm having a problem with my resistance, and I'm having to put a lot of resistance, is I don't have this finished. Right here, affinity bonuses, finished, don't have finished. Now the area bonuses here, I can boost it a little bit here for Hydra if I want to. You know, that'd make things a little bit easier. Okay, but in Chimera, we don't have this option. There's also a lot of extra resistance when you get Titus to 5 reds. There's also inside of the faction guardians, you know, if I could fill that out and then, you know, I can get extra there that I'm not getting. There's an extra 30. There's an extra 100 almost that I don't have. Just more than 100 just from Clan Hall, having a 5 red, finishing the faction guarding, empowering characters. So this is where Chimera becomes an insane challenge of getting up close to that 550 number. All right, let's talk about Wixwell. Now, Wixwell is going to be basically the buff extender for the entire team, and he is going to drastically improve the shields on it. And this was just with, then increase the value of all shields on all allies. The value of each shield is increased proportional to the total number of buffs which had their duration increased. Now, we're going to do this on 3 different shield buffs. One is going to be the magma shield, which can come from Pelops or from a mythical relic, which a lot of people are not going to help. The other one is going to be from the shield artifact set. Also worth noting, bolster does not work because it's protected and it messes with this, and just normal shields. So we're going to try to get all 3 kinds of shields. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have this particular mythical relic, which I have, this is going to do the magma shield. If you don't have this relic, which I'm guessing a lot of people don't, because mythical relics are very hard to come by, Pelops will do magma shield also. And then there's the normal shield. And then we're going to talk about the shield set, which you can get in Fire Knight in a moment. So that is what Wixwell needs right there, is he needs to be fast. He needs to have some resistance. Hopefully that's enough. And I think it's also important to have on him when a 30% chance increase a random skill cooldown. That's cool. That's going to be for Merciless. Merciless, people normally think Merciless about damage, but no, it's actually about this, and that these can be show up inside of the accessories. Impulse will do that also. A 12% chance to reduce a random cooldown skill. And then there's another set that starts with an R, and I get its name mixed up all the time. It's not, there's Relentless, and I know what it looks like when I see it. All right, I don't want to get the wrong one. I was quoting the wrong one in another one. We're going to take a minute and find that. The reflex skill, 40% chance to reduce random skill cooldowns. Now, those 3 work well. Reflex, impulse, and or a 4-piece merciless. I want to say avoid using Perched Shadow because it makes him too fast and the buffs start dropping off and then he dies. And then also avoid using Relentless, because Relentless will cause him to outspeed the team as well, and then that becomes a problem. So no Relentless. Reflex, yes. All right, let's go to the next type of characters on the team. And so he is going to be doing a buff extension, extending the buffs, and then we want to increase the buff duration on the team. And there's a lot of characters that can do that. You could use Mikage. I'm not going to use Mikage. You can also use an epic like Demitha. Let's see here. You can use an epic like Demetha, can also have an epic cooldown right here. We're talking about increase the duration of all ally buffs, then decrease the duration of all ally buffs 1 turn. So that's the type of ability that we need. And typically you can run that with Wixwell and then 2 of these type of characters. So on this particular team, because we're going to be going into Hydra, and he also has some healing, we're going to use Mad Hatter, who was a fusion. And what we're talking about is this ability right here, which will allow that exactly increase the duration of all buffs on allies by 1 turn, increase the duration of all debuffs on allies by 1 turn. And the reason why I'm doing is I think he's very good in Hydra with his passive, and he also puts out Weaken so we can do some more damage, and Hex so that we can actually splash damage onto the other heads. That's going to be an important thing. The other way of making this team go more often to keep the buffs going and going and going is going to be with cooldown decrease, and we're going to be using Donatello, who was a fusion. Also, Donatello is like one of my favorite characters in the game. Holy moly, he's so good. And what we're talking about is this right here is decrease the cooldowns of all ally skills except for this champion's by 2 turns. So he's going to allow Wixwell and Mad Hatter to be doing that buff extension on the shields more often and keep them growing and growing and growing until Titus is doing an insane amount of damage. Again, don't want Perch Shadow. I feel like Donatello is well equipped with 9-piece protection, because then he will also be boosting the damage on the team, which is going to be where this add 5% more damage for each buff placed by wearer. So he's going to be helping the total damage output. The last character that we're going to use is Pelops, and Pelops is going to be there. And we're going to talk about Feral too, but Pelops, and the idea of Pelops is that he has this very cool ability right here of adding the magma shield. So that will be one of the 3 types of shields that are going to be on the team. Also, he can do a crazy amount of damage, and he's going to have a higher crit damage than that of Pelops, which will be good in the Hydra specifically so that he'll get eaten. And also, he will be the damage dealer that triggers on the special on Mad Hatter. Last character is going to be Feral. And the reason why I'm showing Feral, and I think a lot of people don't have Feral, but the reason I'm showing Feral is that one of the characters needs to have this shield buff, this 4-piece set, and it cannot be the bolster. It has to be shield, which you can get in Fire Knight. And that's going to be the 3rd type of shield that is going to be extended by Wixwell, so that we're going to get these crazy shield numbers, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. So we're going to go and try this out, and the main purpose for him is to be boosting the damage on the team, and also increasing resistance and keeping them under stealth. There's a lot of things that Feral does. I feel like you could also use Lamassu to do a lot of some of the things that Feral does, but the main thing is that somebody has to have shield. So I think there's some key components. Having 3 different types of shield, the magma shield, the shield from the artifact sect, and the normal shield. Having your Wixwell and buff extender or cooldown decrease characters, at least 3 of those type of characters. That way they can be going quickly, and quite often they need to be fast, and they need to not have Perched Shadow or the gear that allows them to take extra turns. What they want is artifacts that give them cooldown decreases. So, and they need to be fast, and Pelops doesn't need to be fast. Titus doesn't necessarily be fast, and then they need to have enough resistance to get through it. So we're going to go into Hydra, and I'm just going to play a little bit on manual. I did try this a minute ago in normal, and I did over 2 billion damage. Well, here, I'll do it just for fun. I'm not going to save this, but I'm just to show that the damage numbers it puts up are kind of bonkers. We're not going to save this, but you're going to see it's going to max out, max out, max out, max out, max out. And it's going to have a number like 1.7 billion. We're not going to keep that. What we're going to do is I want to see how well I can do in the hardest difficulty. And we're going to play it manually, and then I'm going to try to sim it. I just want to show how the team works on manual before putting it on auto, because it's fun, because I do have them programmed in a certain way. So the first thing we're doing is we're extending the buffs, right? All right, so we're missing a buff. Where is it? I don't see it. All right, so we've got let's see here. We want to not do that yet. Let's do that. Okay, we've only got 2 different shields. Maybe this is not set up the way I thought it should work. Let's do some damage here. Doesn't matter who we hit. I don't think it matters. All right, not quite a bit of damage. Let's see. Let's put that up. Okay, Let's extend that. All right, here we go. Only 2 types of shields. You forgot to put up Wixwell's shield. Okay, I see what I did wrong. Okay, we got to go change this. Free regroup. I actually did it wrong, which is fine. Because I only had 2 types of shields there. So we're going to go over here into team setup, and we need to lead the battle. We need to open with this because we didn't get the shield up there. That was the 3rd type of shield. Okay, let's go back and do that. We got it set up. We're going to open with that. All right, we're going to keep going. We're testing it out. That's why we're doing it manually to see how it works. Okay, so we're doing buff extensions. That's great. And then we're doing this. 3 types of shields. Yay me. All right, we're going to save that for a moment. All right, let's get that up and going. All right, damage. All right. And then we would see, let's get it all going right here. All right, and let's do that. Okay, but it's not what we're trying to do here. What we're trying to do here is going to be accomplished here in a moment. All right, there we go. Extend the buffs, let's go. All right, the shields are now growing. We're going to do a cooldown decrease. All right. You can see the shields are growing here. It's getting bigger. All right, we're going to keep that going. That's going to keep the numbers up. And then do a little bit of damage here. All right, 700,000 damage. Not the superstar damage that we're looking for, but it's damage, all right? All right, we're going to keep that going. The shields are growing as we speak. All right. All right, here we go. Okay. And let's see, let's keep that up. Or when are we going to get the 20 billion damage here? That's what I want to see. 20 billion damage, man. Let's do it. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of that. All right, we did. All right, and then with just a basic attack does not matter. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's see, put that over there. Did not stick. Don't think it matters. All right, let's see here. Big damage. Not really. All right, there we go. Buff extension. Let's go. Keep that going. All right, and then where are we at? Slow going. We're building shields. We're growing our shields. Okay, so this is gonna give us a chance to extend everything here shortly. Put that out there. All right, extend that. Shields are growing. They're not there yet, but they're getting there, right? We're getting there. 1.1 million. We're not there yet. We should be hitting for like 20 million maybe. All right. And then when it does, I think it's going to be fun, right? All right, let's see if this destroys a head. Nope, we're not getting there yet. All right, I'm looking forward to this being crazy here. All right, we got to start taking out some of these heads. All right, and let's see, that should be good. That should be good, right? 700,000 damage. There we go. We got a slow out there. All right, we'll target you for a minute. keep this extended. Yeah, they look like the shields are growing and growing. And then I want to see this big boy damage come in here, man. All right, yeah, we're ready for it. Okay. They took, I hope they took Pelops. That was the whole point of doing it that way. Yeah, they should have took Pelops. That was the whole plan of putting him on the team there. Goodbye, right? Oh, 4.8 million damage. So we're getting there, right? We're getting there. Yeah, so we wanted him to get swallowed. And that's fine. All right, so we should have focused on the dead head, right? Still, we're not hitting for billions of damage. I want to hit for like billions of damage here in a moment. Let's see if let's see. I'm actually pretty excited to see this work. Well, we need to get cooldown. It's taking a minute. I kind of want to see how much damage I could hit on this head for. I don't know why I was not targeting that head. Okay, so the cooldown decrease is coming from buff extensions, shield growth. All right, well, we'll blow up a different head. That's fine. Here we go. Get wrecked, nerds. Yeah, let's do it over here. 13 million damage. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, 13 million damage. Oh, boy. 13 million damage. This is what we're trying to accomplish here, right? We're just growing the shields like crazy, right? All right, let's keep that. And let's see, that should be good. All right, and then I want him to go again. All right, we're not there yet. All right, that's good. And then with their shields all high, they shouldn't die. They should be good for a while, right? $600,000 coming in for Pelops. Okay. Okay, let's see if he can get around. Nah. All right, well, I feel like this is kind of working. It feels a little clunky. All right, this guy, which head do I want to explode? Does it matter? 13 million damage on a random head. That's great. All right, we'll target on this. So I think you get the idea is that we're already past the chest rewards of 36 million damage, right? So let's back out and regroup. And let's see, I'm going to go through the team setup and just see if I have it the way that I want it. There might be a better way. Kind of want that. You know what? I'm going to switch this up. I'm going to put these on. No, let's leave it like that. Yeah, we don't want that. We definitely want that. Donatello, we want that. Mad Hatter, perfect. Pelops, I'm not sure on this one here. I'm going to do it like that. Yep, we'll just do it like that. Maybe you'll have a better suggestion. All right, let's see. The highest score I've ever had here is from Crocad, about 300 million. Hopefully this is more than that. Big money, no whammies. Let's see if we could get to the 1,000. If we get to the 1,000. All right, we did not get to the 1,000. We got cut short. So I'm going to discard that. That's a 500 million run. Still, it's the best run I've ever had. Go to 1,000. All right, 1 billion damage. Something's off on the team a little bit. I don't know what it is, but I kind of want to see if I can get to the 1,000 mark. Oh, no. All right, we got 4 quick battles left. Oh, no. It's not working. Oh, my God. What did I do wrong? You got to play with it. They're eating Titus. All right. Well, let's see here. We got 2 quick battles left. All right. Well, that's not the highest score. I did have 1 billion. We're going to have to play around with that. It's kind of getting there. It's kind of getting there. Maybe it'll work out better for Chimera. This is my first attempt here at Hydra. And so if you have any thoughts about it, well, I just want to do this too. I gotta, because now I'm kind of like, oh my God, I wasted all my keys. I gotta try to get my, well, the good thing is that I get my clash points, right? I'm over 1.2. So as long as I get through the rest of my chests, I'm actually at max reward for the week. So it's okay, right? And then let's see here. I did set up a new team for Crocad. Let's see how this works. All right. So we're getting some numbers up there. Fantastic. All right. Again, if you can use my link in the description, you're going to get Tholen and these 3 epic supports. Now you have a choice between promo code WRATH, or you can use RAID 7 to get Pelops. All right. That'll do it for now. Bye. All right. And then lastly, what do I want to do? All right, let's upload this video. Yeah, Titus got it to work. I did have like 1 billion damage though at one point, right? Yeah. How do I exclude the champions that are used for the week? Titus, we're not gonna do him. We already used Feral. I want to use Lamasu. But this is not what I want. What am I doing? What am I doing? Chimera? No, 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 no. Mm. That's interesting. I have all those champions up and running. Hilvy, Mikage, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Ugo, and then the last one is Marva. What happened to Ugo? I'm just gonna make sure I have gear on all these champions. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah. Mm-mm. Well, I wasted all my my Hydra battles, so all right. Well, let's just see how this works. I only need to get to what, like 20 million? All right. So I only got to get it to 20 million, then I'll be done for the week. All right. Um On the dark, I sent you a friend request. Are we getting through this or not? Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Wixwell and Reflex is good. I was getting, yeah, Relentless is the one that's problems. All right, so this is done, right? Yeah, I don't have any. Otherwise, I would just sim this, but I do. I do use Rage Shadowlander's Helper every once in a while. I'm not using it right now, but I do use it. Boy, he's diverting us everywhere else. There we go. Did you use a code for a different champion? Raid code didn't work for me. Sent you an email? No, no, Andrew, the question is, did Tholen show up in your account when you started? Andrew. Did Tholen show up in your account right from the start? That is the main question. Nope. All right. Let me see if I got an email from you. All right. I will send you. I can't do it when I'm streaming. I cannot do it when I'm streaming. But what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to send you a very specific message for you to respond to. I got your email. Hold on. Yeah, and just also type in the message that you want Pelops rather than Podrake. So apparently this can get 100 million. I'm just curious if it will. Oof. No, you don't have to do that anymore. You have to do it for. You don't have to do that up on a PC client. You don't have to uninstall anything. It's just you have to use a PC client. There's a way of doing it. It's yeah. You don't even have to do that. Yeah, it's as long as you click the link, it'll say, and then you try to set up a new account, and it says, "Well, you already have the client installed." Then it just starts for you, and then it works. It's like so much easier than. But most people try to do it on their phone. Like a phone, that's a whole nother problem. I don't know how to do that, right? Well, I'll do it. I just want to make sure it's done correctly. Yeah, the phone thing, I don't know how to do it, right? You take that back? Eat chicken noodle nuggets? Oof. Eat two, yeah. Actually, this is working out pretty well now that I see how it works. I'm not sure that wouldn't wouldn't Lamisu be a better lead though? Use a quick key for Nightmare for 100 million. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's fantastic. I guess the damage immunity. Oh, I see why it's good. Oh wow. Wait, well, when you get your 3 tokens, right? I know we're kind of now all praying for bad fusions, which is funny, right? Come on, player, we need a bad fusion. Oh. All right. If anybody's thinking about a roster review, taking first come first serve. I got one person in queue, but they have to step away, so I might be able to do one before that. Um, um, Join my Discord server. You can't message me, but you can at me on my Discord server. You could at me, and then when you at me, I will add you as a friend. Well, some people do. Well, it's up to you. Yeah, I mean, we're just right now. We're just chilling in Hydra. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got to hit this guy. Come on, hit him. Hit him over here. Come on, over here. There we go. Yeah. Well, I got oh, welcome. They're welcome back. That's such a good thing when that happens. Oh my god. I don't think WWE Immortals works anywhere. The phone has been long discontinued. I don't know. There might be a emulator somewhere that could do it. I have no idea. Isn't the Mortal Kombat game that's similar to WWE Immortals still running? There's a Mortal Kombat version of that game, right? That's the only thing I can think of. All right, let's go over here because that guy is too annoying over there on the left. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think there is. I mean, if someone modified the game file so that it could be played in like airplane mode, then there should be a way of doing it. But I always thought you had to kind of go out of airplane mode every once in a while, right? Oh, we're brute forcing it. Let's just go over here. This guy's stupid. This guy dodges everything though, so it's so annoying. He just like, come on, send it back to him. Oh my god, you have to go after him now. Oh my god, please just target him. No, I need to go over here. There we go. Yeah, I wasn't sure that it would make 100 million, but it did. I'm just curious now. Yeah, this is flying, right? Hey, I added you as a friend. Elevator tank. All right, I don't know where to go over here. Building quality over quantity builds. Yeah, I kind of have gone. I'm starting to revert to the quantity part now. All right, I got it, elevator tank. I thought this would be over by now. I actually am doing this just for kicks. I think if I lose somebody. I thought this would be over by now. Really? I mean, you just keep kind of flying through it. Yeah, it's looking like, I know, right? Thank you.
Did you know that Amazon owns Twitch? And if you have Amazon Prime, you can use it on your Twitch account and get one free Twitch Prime sub a month to give to your favorite streamer. Not that nerd on the screen, though.
All right. There we go. I wonder if I could just... This guy is so hard to hit. Just wonder if I can get him anyways. There we go. We got him. Yeah, I mean, I just want to get my clash points high enough for it to matter, I think. I don't know. Why is he redirecting everybody even though he's dead? I don't understand. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is really, I mean, the only reason I did this because I ran out of sims. I think next week what I'll do is I'll do my sim on this and sim on the level above it, my croquet team, and then probably keep a billion damage Titus team. You know what I mean? Clearly we're, you know, it's like 1.2 billion for the Hydra clash points, so we're well in excess of that. Total kern count 600, so this may hit 1,000. Yeah, the tokens are going to be matter. I think a lot of people are going to be getting Wixwell because they have Titus. Yeah, or the other way around, either Titus or Wixwell. Yeah. So this is of interest, right? I'm just surprised this team. Let's go over here. I hate that. Well, the shield will fall off, right? Hmm. A Trunda team, yeah, I haven't. The Trunda teams I've seen really require having, like, from what I could see, you know, the supports in the right gear to make it work. They're kind of fun. Oof. Double croquet team. Anybody ever? I've never been able to get that to work. I think we're done here. We're gonna lose a turtle here. I don't see us getting that back. If we don't get through him, we're dead, right? All right, let's just call it right here. Keep result. All right, so 1.2 billion was the goal, right? Let's see where we're at. No boomer. 2 point. Okay, so I did double the. Okay, it's a start, right? Oh, I gotta do my siege real quick. All right, let's do just all right, we'll do this real quick and then I have a Mikage Tashiro. We lost, I think. Well, maybe not. I mean, we can get through one. I did this wrong. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we'll be okay. Let's see if we're okay. It's all going to come down to Predator, though, right? Yeah. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to do the same team. All right, let's try this. I got to play these manually because I don't have the preset set up correctly. All right, this should be easy. Oh, wow, this is over, right? Well, he's going to go into that mode, but I can kill him with that. All right, well, I can't use the same team anymore. Well, I can use Hilvy. I can use Hilvy. I can use Arbiter. I can use Marius. And who else do I want to use? I can also use Turtles if this doesn't work. All right, let's speed up my team. Let's go do that. Stupid. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, there we go. It kind of sucks. I mean, I guess kind of annoying. I think we lose here because Marius, right? Maybe? No? That sucks. Wow, we lost. All right. Well, what could I do differently there? They're gonna freeze me. Hmm. Yeah, 310. Ouch. Hmm. I'm not sure how he gets frozen with how does he get frozen with a block? A block. Is Hydra getting starting free to play? If you, it's a complicated game, but the game is very fair. But some people find the game to be too complicated. I don't think I can beat this team. Damage dealers. Oh, I don't think this is gonna work though. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with let's do this. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, it must be not unresistible because get wrecked, right? There you go. Please don't die. Please don't die. No, please don't die for Marius. Oh my god. Well. Just feeding them points? I don't know, maybe. Suppose I try. I can't beat that team. Wow, I did not know that. That's kind of annoying. And that's pretty good. I mean, as far as I'm sure that's good for them. All right, I'm going to load this up on my tablet. Because I want to finish up. What is wrong with this? Oh, that's what's wrong with it? All right, well, there we go. Elevator tank, I'm headed in. And I'm just going to play Faction Wars in the background. All right, elevator tank. So we got a 33 million account. So this is bonkers good. They've been playing the game for a long time, more years, I'm guessing. Let's see. This should be probably finished. Yeah. Faction War is interesting. That's my only. That's my first curiosity. Is Faction Wars on that? All right, that just reset. Wow. Hmm. You don't like Live Arena. So, yeah, okay. I know you hate Live Arena. You know about the 5-and-5 thing? 5-and-5 thing is only thing I can suggest, and then you kind of have to do it because Faction Wars is where you're going to get the better glyphs if you want better glyphs. And this is going to be the inexpensive place to go into Faction Wars and just put it in there. You know, get the, because if you like, I have a much smaller account than you, and I'm a lot further along in Faction Wars as far as the stages I go through on a daily basis. Yeah, like I'm running up here. Now, on Demon Spawn, not so much. Demon Spawn, I'm only running 13 lizards. I'm running 19 right now. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that, because it's actually hard. I mean, the only way you're going to be able to do that is this. Okay, so the win. Okay, so here's the thing, and I've talked about this, but I don't mind saying it again. So in Live Arena, there's a hidden elo system. So the biggest, highest counts of the game play the biggest, highest accounts of the game, right? The people with the best win-loss ratios. It's a hidden elo system. We don't know what it is, but if you lose 3 matches in a row, you're either going to get paired up against a bot or a player that you can beat 100% of the time. Well, the opposite is true. If you win 3 matches in a row, you're going to get placed against an opponent that they deem to be very hard, perhaps even unbeatable. And the reason for all of this is that they have determined that having a 50% win-loss ratio is a good thing. And so you have this hidden elo where the more you win, you're just going to get placed up against tougher and tougher opponents until your elo puts you into the right area where you will achieve a 50% win-loss ratio. The problem with that is you're going to be banging your head up against the wall against people that are harder than you, and you're going to be fighting every single match for that 50% win rate. Why do that? Win 5, lose 5. Always have a 50% win ratio. No matter what happens, just win 5, lose 5. Never win 5 and then quit. Never win 3 and quit. All you're doing is screwing your elo when you do that. Only play the matches you know you can win and back out of the matches that you know you're going to lose immediately. Don't waste any time playing this game mode. So, win 5, lose 5. And if the matches are challenging, win 5, lose 10. Then the next day, try the win 5, lose 5. If it's easy, cool. If it's still hard, win 5, lose 10. Make sense? Yeah, just back out of half of your matches. Back out of the matches you know you're going to lose. And if you win 5 in a row, go out of your way to lose the next 5. Always. Never have higher than, okay, so let's say you played today and it's like, this sucks. I'm 4-10. Or 4-6, right? 4-6. Refresh it one more time. Spend the 15 gems and go 5-10. Like, just get your 5 wins and then make sure you lose 5 no matter what. Tank your elo so that it's super easy. This should be a 10-minute game mode. They're going to play Doom Tower in the background. Oh, you could probably get this done when your Doom Tower is running. 10 minutes tops. Win 5, lose 5. And then that's going to, and the reason why you want to do this is a couple reasons. One, you're going to get a legendary book, 1 legendary book per month. 2, you're going to get 4 primal shards a month. Cool. You're going to get access to impulse gear, one of the best gear sets in the game. A 2-piece impulse is 12% speed, 12% cooldown on a random skill. Zeal is also interesting. It's good. And the other reason why I have to do it, see, I just simmed 18 on Lizard. Is you got to feel, and then you got to feel this out, or else you're not going to move up in Faction Wars. Faction Wars is actually hard. So that's a simple solution. I think you're not, that problem, hating Live Arena is not a unique thing. All right. All right, so you're a value spender, value-based spender. Good. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, your relics are full. Let's take a look at that. Okay. Nice. Holy shit. Very nice. Holy fuck. Well, you're making my day. Thank you for sharing this with me. Oh, this makes my day. Very nice. Oh, why do you hate Gizmac? Good stuff, my guy. Yeah, well, you know how to play the game. Yeah. Yeah. This is good. You have 2 Gizmacs? It's up to who we're being accused of it. Yeah, it's very controversial. Kat and I are going to make a video about it today. All right, you're a spender. Yeah, they are cheating. The top player in the game admitted it. Straight up went on a 3-hour video and said that's what he's doing it. And he used the classic, I did it because everybody else is doing it. If I didn't do it, to bring awareness. You know what? It's so funny. There was a guy that did something like this in Marvel Strike Force. I'm not going to get into the details, whatever. And I recorded for the video, and I never published the video because the guy said the exact same thing. I'm doing it because everybody else is doing it, and I did it to draw awareness. And this is after he get caught. That doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit after you got caught. Like they tried to say, I'm taking the high road. So I don't know the situation with these guys here in Raid Shadow Legends, but I've seen it in other games. People say, oh, I'm doing it to bring awareness so the player will actually fix it. And if I didn't do it, I'm only doing it because everybody else did it. I was like, wow, I've heard this before. Absolutely heard this before. I don't think they should be banned. No, see, the reason why I don't think they should be banned is this. If the game is, the players are going to act in their best interests. And as long as they're working within the playable metrics of the game, like if the game allows you to do something, players should and will act in their best interests, right? It's just the way life works, right? The problem is they designed the game shitty, and it's Polarium's fault for building the system the way they did. And Polarium needs to fix it so that players, 1, can't do it, or 2, they're no longer incentivized to do it. That's on Polarium. There's no point in the community fighting each other over this. It's Polarium's job to fix it. They don't need to ban anybody. They just need to fix it. It's their fault. It's their fault. Players are always going to act in their best interest, and they're going to take of what they're going to play a game in the confines of the way the game can be played. You and I may think it's unethical, and that's fine. That doesn't really matter. It's up for the developers to prevent that from being in the actual loophole. And so they fix the loophole. There's nothing else to do. Nothing else to say about it. And I think Here's the problem, though, and I don't think people want to talk about this. The problem with all of this, and I have to find this. Where is it? How do I see this? There it is. You know, there's a bunch of different ways they could fix this, right? But what if they fix this, you know, because the top 10 or 20 players are doing something that you and I don't have access to, where they totally rework this underdog system, which is favorable to everybody here right now. This underdog system is new, and the underdog system made Live Arena more fun for players, myself, but it also allowed for these top 10, top whatever players to queue against each other and alliance mate and trade wins. And where the points made, it didn't used to work like this. This is a new system. And I think a lot of people are going to be pissed off if they get rid of this. If they get rid of this underdog system and revert it back to the way it was, that's going to penalize every player in the game just because of 10 people or just because of 50 people. Maybe a year. Yeah, it's like maybe, I think this is like, I remember when it came out, but I think this is like 18 months old. It's at least a year. It's not a cheating. Cheating is going into the game files and hacking the game. Playing the game in a way that it was actually designed to be played that the game allows is not cheating. It's exploiting. Exploiting. It's like, I got my Prism shard and I didn't open it and I let it automatically default open it on Friday so I can get points for the championship. You fucking cheater! The game wasn't designed to be played like that. Open your fucking Prism shard. Yeah, say how far are you gonna take it? How far are you gonna take it? You know, it's not cheating. It's the game. It's an exploit at best, and it's on the developers to prevent that. Solely on the developers. Yeah, I think that's a way of two. Yeah, I feel like they gotta draw a line in the sand somehow. But what I'm worried about is that they're gonna deem this underdog system as the culprit, and they're gonna ruin it for everybody. This underdog system is the reason why they can do it, and if they remove this, it could be bad for everyone. So I'm more worried about that than 10 players competing against each other in a way that I could never care about. This will affect me if they change this. It will change my experience. Yeah. Anyways, I think I hope that that's the suggestion in Live Arena and Faction Wars was helpful. You're right. There's not a lot to look at here. I mean, you're at end game, right? You've beat everything. The only thing that one can do at some point is like, how do I beat hard faster? Wow, I've got it down to 1 minute. Maybe I could cut it down to 30 seconds. Oh, with a solo champion. I don't know if that, I can do it in 12 seconds. Okay. That's at some point it gets more like that, but you don't have any deficiencies. Let's see if are you maxing, let's see, clan bosses, Hydra. Yeah, you're hitting the 1.2 billion. Let's look at your Chimera. Yeah, you're hitting that. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just Faction Wars and Live Arena. They're tied together. Good account. Amazing account, obviously. I was actually helpful to somebody that's an end-game player. Holy shit, how did that happen? Yeah, Curse City. Well, yeah, get fucked on Curse City. Curse City is like, do you have these dumb ass champions? Oh my God, right here. Oh my God, I don't want to. Right now I'm working on him and her. What a stupid ass team comp. Holy awfulness. I don't want to upgrade these guys. Yeah, I get stuck right here. That's where I am. I've been working on him and her. I just like it feels like such a waste. I'm gonna screen grab this for my own account. Yeah, you just gotta upgrade dumbass epics. All right. Well, when the next CVC, when Minotaur's running, I'll bang it out. Yeah, I know. I think I was they when I don't know if it was last year or the year before they ran a like Raid Shadow Legends stats. The number of players that fully completed Curse City hard was 43. And I think that was in 2024. In the year of 2024, there were 43 players who 100% did every single node in all of the cursed cities. Okay. How many content creators out here that, sitting on 50 million plus collection power accounts have not finished Faction Wars hard? It's just a pain in the ass. And it's just, it's like, I don't even, it's the same thing here. Like you're at 400 out of 945 and it gets more steep, right? Those last 20 or the last 20 when you're at 920 of 945, you're halfway there. It just takes forever. Yeah. I am upgrading them. I'm just waiting for the next CVC to bang out all these epics. Like I screen grabbed your list of epics because I think I'm working on the same ones. I know it's awful. It's awful. Anyways, amazing account. Well, I don't know where you're at, Sexy Beast, but like I hit a wall recently where I have nearly unlimited amount of chickens, nearly an unlimited amount of epic books. And so it's like, what do I do with this shit? Well, I'm just gonna upgrade the epics for Faction Wars, upgrade the epics for Curse City. It's just like I don't have anything to do. I don't have any like half the rare 2/3 of the legendaries I get are not even playable nowadays. Maybe even more. Maybe like only 10% of them are playable. It's like I got to do something, right? Yeah, it's just at some point the game gets there, and I don't know. I don't know when that happened for me, but I feel like it happened to me recently. So Titus Wixwell will allow me to max my clash points, weekly clash points in Chimera. Okay, Faction Wars, Curse City. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I've done everything. I'm done. Look at your speed on your Sephi. What do you have, like a 470 speed Sephi? 463. I was only off by 7. That's bonkers, man. That's crazy. Gotta take a look at this. Oh, God. Oh, 38 speed. Oh, my God. Oh, what a scrub. All right. 27, man. Oh, get fucked out. Get out of here, you 29 speed. Yeah, very nice. What do you got here? 18 plus oh yeah, garbage gear, you scrub. You should be at 490. Oh god, what a bonkers piece of gear too. 18 extra speed there. I know, right? Anyways, yeah, I really feel like a live arena. Why do you have this little explanation point? Oh, what is that? Siege? Oh, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. Are you not finishing this? Oh, never mind. Oh, you're in the same place as I am. Yeah, we're doing the same thing. All right. Well, nice account. I hope to get. I'm catching up to you. I'll be there any minute. 400. Let me pull up my tablet real quick. Pull up my phone link. Yeah, your Cephei's great, but I actually was helpful with Live Arena. Try the 5 and 10. Go 5 wins, 10 losses for a couple days, and then go 5 and 5. And I think you'll enjoy Live Arena a lot more. All right, the screen is going to go blank for a second. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, what is going on here? Yeah, I'm coming. There it is. See if I can get this to work. Hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, and I appreciate the Twitch Prime, by the way, too. Really do. So if anybody, I actually just helped. Strangely, I never know what like I could, like what I. It's all it is. It's not that I'm like better or smarter than anybody. It's just two eyes are better than one. Sometimes I'll see something that you may not seen, and I've had other people look at my roster, and that's the reality of it. Is two eyes are better than one. Why doesn't this work? Am I on the different Wi-Fi network? Let's see if I can. How do I switch Wi-Fi networks on this? Yeah, we'll do raids here. That's really weird. Yeah, if anybody's interested in a roster review, can hit me up on my Discord server. You cannot ping me, or you can't message me, but you can ping me on the server in the drop zone, and then I can add you as a friend. Why can't I get this to work? All right, let's reload this. Do I have to approve this? Why isn't it not loading? Connected. Try again. Might be a setting on my phone that's like saying I can't do it. All right. Well, if not, let me load up this. I thought I would be able to load this up some reason it won't load. And then we'll go to see if my wife's not home. All right, it doesn't work. Let's see. All right, let's get out of that. I don't know why this is not working. Well, let's load up my account. All right, here it comes. All right, I don't think I have anything left to do on this account because I just did my Faction War 18. Let's see, re-geared. Not sure about Venomage or Aox. Put that in yellow. And then Demon Spawn. I just did 13. Didn't look at it all. Need plan, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I already did that. I just didn't even look at what I was doing there. Demon Spawn. Awful characters to book. Want 9-piece material. Need banner for Umbrella and Tranus. Oh, 9-piece material. Need banner for Umbrella and Tranus. All right, so that's the plan on Demon Spawn. All right. So on the next training thing, I'll upgrade some of those awful epics for Cursed City. I mean, I'll just get through it eventually. Here comes. Here comes. Oh, it didn't. Now we don't care. Okay. Woof. Here we go. Oh, the other thing about Live Arena I forgot to mention is you can play it when stuff's going on in the background. It's right now the only thing I think you can do. Like while this stuff's going in the background. I can't wait till we can do Doom Tower in the background. That's going to be great. More time to play Live Arena. More time to play Live Arena is what that means. No, we're out of season right now, so I only need to get the 5 chests and then we're done. Today is Wednesday. Boy, there's nothing going on in Marvel Strike Force today, and I feel like we're just. I swear to God, Ultimate Dead Knight was just a lose slower character. Does he actually ever help you win? I feel like it's just a lose slower character. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like he just stands there and like, okay. All right. So what I'm working on now is, let's see, Sand Devil, we'll do that in the background. Spider turn attack, fine. Soul Chase, we're not doing. Fire Knights tomorrow, so I kind of want to finish the Sand Devil before the Fire Knight starts. All right, I'm willing to spend gems on that. All right, we're gonna pivot to Marvel Strike Force. Thank you for being here. If you are on YouTube, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Last call for in the next 30 seconds. If someone wants me to do a roster review and look at your account, we could consider doing that. Let's see, options, sound effects. I don't think I have anything else to do on this account. Kind of done for the day. I probably should look at, that's what I need to look at, Umbral Enchantress. Yeah, we need a banner. We need a mercurial banner for that to work. Okay. So I'm waiting for a wait. That's where I didn't check this yet. Hold on, I forgot about this. I always forget about this. Team deck. Vendor. No, we don't have enough points. I don't care about this stuff. Yeah, I just don't care about this stuff. I care about that, and that's about it. The rest of this stuff, I mean, I'm going to beat it regardless, so what does it matter? Nice. Okay, let's do Marvel Strike Force. Bye for now on YouTube.